Hi there, Mr. Lowe.
Yeah, hi there.
Hi there. Thanks so much for taking the call.
Okay.
Uh, so, I've taken a quick look at things, and we've discovered the note. And I have consulted with somebody senior here, and when I take a look at things, ultimately, the only thing that's holding us back in terms of granting that, and my senior agrees with me, is just the fact that we need to listen to the call and the concrete evidence. Because we could never hold you back in terms of whatever was promised you. If they promised you $500,000 on the call, it might be really, really hard to get that authorized, but nonetheless, it was promised to you.
Yeah.
If you get my drift.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I hate to say this. I really hate to say this, especially with customers that have been promised things and a callback hasn't been delivered of some sort. But the good thing is they got through to me, and in our contact center, we've got our own quality team. And we've got our own investigations team. So it's internal. It's not something we're going to raise off to a case and send it off to back office, and back office is located in another contact center across the country that we've never heard of or something to that effect. It's going to be internal. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to fill out the necessary details on a piece of paper. I will physically walk to their desk, advise them as to what the issue is, and they will listen to the call. But I want to keep you on a quick hold now because I want to get a quick time scale as to when you could expect that call.
Right, if you just bear with me for 1 second.
Sure.
I just bear with me a second, sorry.
Data allowance, don't they?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, so I'm just in the process of trying to find that call.
Okay, sure. Not a problem.
Alright, and here is this guy. Look, straight away, and by like 1:30 this afternoon, it still wasn't on. So I phoned up.
You'll take it from your report to explain to everyone.
I can't remember what's what.
It ends after
Yeah, I've not missed a single bill. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't get that. To check your current balance, including data.
Up and wait 12 to 14 hours for my internet to get.
I spend more time on hold than waiting.
The guy from the Vodafone shop was with me.
No worries. Well, bad connection is in relation to the SIM. Just the line.
It's got nothing to do with the SIM card. It's to do with the computer. So it's Vodafone.
So
I don't know where it is. It's somewhere in here. I have the call recording myself.
Okay.
But if you're telling me that they're going to have to listen to it again, this is the 4th time that that's happened, which really isn't acceptable, is it?
Not at all. Not at all. You know what? If you want to hear it from somebody senior, obviously can't hold that against you. But I can understand maybe your skepticism. What you calling through to the frontline customer service advisors who've assured you that something would be done, and ultimately nothing's taken place. But I am bound to what sort of processes and procedures we have, and I can assure you that is the best way forward. Because as I mentioned, it's a simple case of just hearing the advisor say your line rental or your termination fee will be waived if you experience another interruption in your service. Once we hear that, there's nothing else we can do or say about it. The argument is done and dusted. We cancel the account, no questions asked, without any early termination fees.
But this is 3 weeks that I've been waiting for somebody to listen to a damn call. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It is, and I totally agree with that, Mr. Lowe. Totally agree.
But
it's only words.
I don't want to wait anymore for somebody to listen to a call. I want some action to be taken, and I'd like some action to be taken today, because I want to be dealt with in an appropriate, courteous manner, and I don't want to be, I'm not saying that you're fobbing me off or anything, because, you're being very helpful, but I don't want to be, again, put on to a promise of, we're going to call you back in 20 hours or 24 hours or 32, 64, 72, whatever hours it is, because, to be honest, I've lost all faith in that, and I don't want to go through all that again. So, I'm not being disrespectful to yourself, but I don't really want to wait for another callback. I'd like the situation to be dealt with now and today. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. I've put up with 3 promised callbacks, and 3 callbacks have failed to materialise. Can you answer me why the people haven't bothered to call me back?
When I take a look at things in terms of people not calling you back, the first point of call would be, look at the notes, see what type of feedback they have. Maybe they've just left a voicemail or anything. But I'll be quite frank with you, Mr. Lowe, and I feel you deserve this, is that what I'm about to tell you is not satisfactory, or it actually, I'm embarrassed to tell you this, but it doesn't seem as if they left any notes or they've attempted to call you back. And that's the really sad part. But
what about the last person that I spoke to, the one that I spoke to on the 20... she promised me that she'd call me back today between 12 and 1.
Okay,
I think it was Friday, the 25th.
Friday was the 25th. Indeed, let's check Friday's calls. Okay, so I think it was someone by the name of Garda or something to that effect. She said here, the customer requested to raise a call listening on the 18th of July, and he didn't receive any feedback. Sent a reminder to Sharif Wahib, who raised the call listening to request a follow-up on the case. And then it says she's advised 24 to 48 hours for a callback. So he or she has done, the person who spoke on the 25th, they've sent a message back and stated, what's the verdict? Give a customer a call.
Who has she told that
somebody by the name of Sheriff Wahab. So I can spell it out for you if you wish. Sharif.
And that's the name of the person that I was speaking to on the phone.
That's not the name of the person you were speaking to. I think that is the individual who you first contacted on the 18th and requested that a call be listened to.
Well, that wasn't the first time. The first time was on the Sunday, when on the Sunday the 13th. Was it 13th?
Sunday was the 13th. Yeah, Sunday was the 13th.
Sunday the 13th, because the guy on the previous day had failed to say in the phone call that in the notes that he promised me a free cancellation. He only said it over the phone, so it was on the 13th that I first requested a phone call to be listened to. So that is just over 2 and a bit weeks. That was just 2 and a bit weeks ago.
Yeah, we need to factor that in.
So that was the first time that I asked somebody to listen to do a call listening to.
Sure.
And that was on the 13th.
And I'm not too sure if you can see my sense in wanting to do it myself here, Mr. Lowe, because I could rely on other advisors and so forth to give you a call back, because ultimately they have requested it, but to listen for the call to be listened to. But I'm with the person. If you want it done right, do it yourself. And that's what I would rather want to take on the responsibility and the ownership of this. However, I can't try and chase those people up, but ultimately, in my opinion, and I'm really thinking about your best interest here, Mr. Lowe, it would be best if I take ownership of this rather than anybody else in terms of getting it done once and for all. Like you said, you want something done right now. The normal process is to hand it to the quality team and to the investigations team and let them listen to the call, and then they give you back with feedback within 48 or 24 hours. However, you said that you need it done right now. So, you know what, I can't hold that against you. I certainly will not. And I can understand it's nothing personal, but it's just due to the experience that you've been through. So would you like to hear from somebody else in terms of maybe what else you can do? I can get somebody senior.
Well, what I'd like you to do, if it's all possible, is to put me through to the cancellations team and explain to them the situation before you put me through to, with regards to the fact that I've been messed around so many times since the 13th of this month, and promised so many callbacks, and I've been promised that the call would be listened to.
Yeah.
And they've all failed to do it. Explain about all the times that I've called back and all the information that I've given and all the information that I've been given, and just say to them that you just totally don't think it's fair, because apparently it's down to the customer services discretion whether or not the cancellations team can cancel it. But then it got to the point where they said, well, because it's such a high amount, we have to listen to this call. I was like, well, yeah, fine, that's what I asked you to do in the first place. So if you could try and put me through to the cancellations team, but before you do that, speak to them first and explain my whole situation to them. I don't mind being on hold for 10, 15 minutes while you try and explain to them.
Unless it gets done, yeah. I'd be more than happy to do that. But then the cancellations team will ask me, so has the call been listened to? Has it been authorized?
And then you'll have to explain to them, well, unfortunately, we've failed to listen to this call 3 times at the customer's request, and the customer isn't prepared to wait a 4th time.
And you know what? I would definitely cancel the account with no questions asked. if somebody told me that. But I can guarantee, I can really guarantee you this, Mr. Lowe, I'd be wasting your time.
Well,
Again, in
to
terms
be honest,
of,
I just want to give it another try because, you know, like I say, I've got to try every avenue. And
sure.
If this
Possible.
doesn't work, then if you've got an extension, I'll try and get back to you. I don't know if you've got an extension. I don't know if you have extensions or whatever.
Well, you know what? I could have a word with them, speak to them and see what they can, what they have advised. So, would you mind holding? I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Thanks so much for your patience.
Thank you.
Unforgivable, I've stolen, burnt your soul. Is that what demons do?
Yeah, no, I thank you. I don't deal with them. That's what that is. Yeah, when you get to the absolutely at all. It's not have to do with the next card as well. It's not, because those things, most fucking card off, but it's what's making around, nothing. But I'll have to do it. You don't come out, then you go back, it's been a couple of days. I'm not going to do it without this, but it's not true. No way. Kind of. Well, so that's what I don't deal with any that's why I'm not aware of that. I think that rolled out all the potential that might happen. With regards to when I was saying to the customer as well, that we was happy to discuss this confidential side of things. They're the ones that are officially contact before cancelling. It's not really charged. So I don't know if that's what I'm going to have to transfer it through because that's quite busy. But I'll transfer it through the range just to the place all the notes for the advisor to have a look at. That's all. Yeah, no, thanks very much. No, thank you. There was no internet. He says that you can bring them here. Alright, so that is like to have your name. Don't worry about them. Alright, thank you very much. More than happy to help you. Yeah. I just got my phone right now on the other line. Yeah. Yeah. And he's aware of everything now that we're having on your number. Yeah. Thank you very much for holding this. Yeah. I just got my phone right now on the other line. Yeah. Yeah. And he's aware of everything right now that we're having on your number. He's more than happy to check for all the replays that the bar has been added every single day. He's aware of everything that you have been through, even with my colleagues in the recovery. And he'll take your customer for everything that you got on there. Well, this is the customer service. You have access to any staff. Yes, actually, of course, more than happy to help you even check the bills and the answers that you've done so far, like amounts and everything. You will get access on this information. Thank you very much, and thank you for your help.
Not a problem, for sure. Is there anything else that you'd like to ask for before I go?
How is it great? Thank you.
Thank you as well, Mr. Lowe, and I'm sure that they will get it all done for you because we're not looking for you to do what's work.
I don't know. I said that before.
Well, I'm sure that my company president wants to get it for you on track. So don't be worried about it.
Alright, thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Lowe. Have a nice day.
Okay, bye. Hello? Speaking? Hello, speaking? Yeah, hi there. The department, how is it? Hi, not too good, to be honest. Okay, this is 45 days that you're having a lecture as your bar every day. That's correct. And you're every day trying to remove it and the next day it's coming back on, right? Exactly. Okay. I just think you're doing this to figure out why that's the problem because you know the okay, but you don't have to find it, right? Okay? Yeah. Okay, just take a few moments. If you look to about a week now, about a week ago, last Thursday, she met there from a woman and she was saying that, you know, she fixed it, and I don't know what she did, but it worked for a week, so whatever she did, she managed to get it to work for a week. I was in hospital at the time, and I was just waiting to win for an operation on my kidney. Yeah.
After all that we've been through, to believe in magic. Yes, I do.
It was said that they gave me 4 extra gigabytes on my account. She was the one that gave me 4 extra gigabytes, and I asked them why they did that. And she said it's like a goodwill gesture and it's promotion that I can get this up to cut a second line. I don't understand, but I didn't obviously complain. I thought, well, if I'm getting 10 gigs a month, it's better than 6. Sorry? Yeah, I mean, before that, that was to do with, I took a screenshot and showed him that, I took a screenshot of that data allowance that I left over, you know, that text message, and he said that I don't have any data left at all, and I had to send him that, and when he saw that, he went and checked through, and then he said, yeah, it's either him or somebody else said that I've got 14 gigabytes in total on my account. I said, fine, if somebody that can actually see that I've got 14 gigabytes on the account, which there is, because they gave me 4 gig free of charge, which is not too charge before. And it's that woman that gave me that. Or one of their colleagues, I can't remember. Because it's actually called that, I can't remember what it was.
I believe every lie that I ever told, paid for every heart that I ever stole. I played my part and I didn't fold, but it ain't that hard when you got sold. Somewhere I heard that life is a test. I've been through the worst, but I still get my best. God made my mold different from the rest. Then he broke that mold, so I know I'm blessed.
Yeah, I'm not missing a single bill. I mean, every single bill on my desk is 3% bill. Well,
Now to do what must be done. Be a king with kingdom come. So you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. So you can tell everybody. Yeah, you can tell everybody. Go ahead and tell everybody. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. I got all the answers to the questions. I'll be the teacher, you could be the lesson. I'll be the preacher, you be the confession. I'll be the quick relief to all your stressing. It's a thin line between love and hate. Is you really real or is you really fake? I'm a soldier, standing on my feet, no surrender, and I won't retreat. And I'm now in faces turn, won't hide my tail, I turn and run. Time to do what must be done, be a king when kingdom come. So you can tell everybody, you can tell everybody, go ahead and tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. So you can tell everybody, you can tell everybody, go ahead and tell everybody, I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes I am, yes I am, yes I am. I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Go ahead and tell everybody what I'm thinking, y'all. I'm the man, yeah. Go ahead and tell everybody what I'm thinking, y'all. No action wrong, left your heart torn, that's what devils do. Took it so long, where only fools don't. I shook the angel and young. Now I'm rising on the ground, rising up so slow. Filled with all the sweat I found, nothing I can't do.
Welcome to Vodafone. Great news. The sunset.
Burnt your soul, is that what demons do? They rule the world to me, for everything. They bring down angels like you. Now I'm rising on the ground, rising up to you. With all the strength I found, there's nothing I can't do.
Hello there, Mr. Lowe.
Yeah, hi there.
Hi there. Thanks so much for holding the line there for me. Much appreciated. Mr. Lowe, I've just come off the call with the Cancellations team. And unfortunately, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but it's as if it's what I first suspected.
Mm-hmm.
They won't cancel the account unless there is, concrete evidence and everything is stipulated in the notes and there's a record that the call's been listened to.
Well, it's not in the notes, is it? It's only in the actual call itself.
Exactly. So the case needs to be raised. The feedback needs to be put on the account once and for all. And ultimately, that's why we need to get the call listened to by our internal investigations team, and we won't rely on the back office team and so forth. This investigation team is live on the floor. I can literally pop my head over my desk and I can see them.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what, it is going to be dealt with internally. As I've said though, if you want to at least express yourself in terms of speaking to somebody senior, I can't hold that against you, but ultimately that's what I can do for you, and it's the right course of action. I'm pretty confident of that.
Well, there's nothing else we can do then apart from that, is there really? So I have to wait for another call back.
And
so
you know what?
When will this call back be happening then? Please.
Well, I've just come off the call with the Cancellations team. Let me have a quick word with. I'll literally be 2 minutes, and I'll get back to you shortly because the investigation team's right there. So would you mind holding?
Yeah.
I'll have a word with them. Thank you so much.
Okay.
After all that we've been through, to believe in magic. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Hello there, Mr. Lowe.
Yeah, hi there.
Hi there. I've just had a quick word with them, and they said 72 hours maximum. That's the callback. What I can do is I can pop an email as well onto